By the time of the events of Knights of the Old Republic 2, an era defined by the Dark Wars and the First Jedi Purge, and shaped by the Jedi Civil War, were introduced to Darth Sion. Sion was the perfect embodiment of his title, the Lord of Pain, representing the power of the ancient Sith by utilizing his hatred and pain to defy death in incredible ways. But who was Darth Sion before KOTOR 2? The rise of Darth Sion begins with his unique attributes discovered early in life. It's believed that Sion was the human male who would eventually join the Sith's given name. But regardless, Sion realized early he could fall victim to weakness of various types, including physical, mental, and emotional. For anyone else, these weaknesses might appear normal, and while difficult, weren't anything extraordinary. But for Sion, they were intolerable, pain of a different and lasting sort. And when faced with a choice of either quietly enduring his pain or imbue it with a uniqueness understood by only himself, Sion chose to embody his pain, assuming the title Lord of Pain. As much as these early discoveries forged the man who would become Darth Sion, it's impossible to state the importance of the Great Sith War in shaping him. Like many of the Great Wars in Star Wars history, the catalyst of the Great Sith War was the fall of two Jedi to the dark side, Exar Kun and Ulic Qel-Droma. Having rediscovered and trained in the ancient teachings of the Sith, these two new Sith Lords would ally with a dark side cult within the galaxy's deep core, known as the Krath, and ultimately the Mandalorians as well. This alliance, led by Exar Kun, would unleash devastation upon the Galactic Republic and the Jedi. And with more and more Sith being trained on Korriban, Darth Sion would join Exar's Sith Empire during the Great Sith War as a marauder, someone who was already fueled by his hatred, rage, and cruelty. And it was during the war the defining moment of Sion's life would occur. Seeking death, Sion was ferocious during the war, regularly serving on the front lines in the most difficult campaigns. Dispatching countless opponents and surviving numerous battles, he would build a tolerance to his pain that was already convincing him of his immortality. However, eventually, Sion would be struck down during one of these battles. And yet, the Lord of Pain didn't succumb to death. In a brutal, unthinkable process, every centimeter of Sion's dying body sprung alive, overwhelming Sion with anguish and multiplying this pain by 1,000, almost causing his mind to collapse from the immense suffering. Eventually, much to the shock of his enemy who struck him down, Sion returned to his feet and allowed all of his anger to explode by killing his attacker. Sion now found himself clinging to his broken body, recognizing that his decomposing flesh had to be bound together through the dark side. Fitting for the Lord of Pain, this process was indescribably painful, and required Sion to tap into his hatred and rage in order to create the necessary concentration to keep him alive. After the Republic captured the Sith Lord Ulic Qel-Droma, the Sith Empire's campaign was doomed, as the Republic and Jedi began an offensive that would succeed in pushing back the Sith. Eventually, the Krath and Mandalorians would be shattered, and the few remaining Sith were forced to scatter to the farthest edges of the galaxy, with Sion being among them. But the Lord of Pain would re-emerge to fight in the Mandalorian Wars, and when Darth Revan formed his new Sith Empire, together with his apprentice Darth Malak, Sion would again join to become a Sith Lord in Revan's empire. But again, the Empire was not to last, as Revan was redeemed by the Jedi and ultimately killed the Dark Lord who replaced him, his former apprentice Malak. This shattered the new Sith Empire, with Sion actually being present at Korriban Sith Academy when the Empire fell, where he witnessed the Sith turn on each other, falling into a practice of habitual backstabbing. Darth Sion would survive, and as he sought out the teachings of another powerful Sith Lord, he would take advantage of the devastated Republic and Jedi Order to embark on a path to find and destroy every last Jedi, a path that would see him utilize his pain to continue to reanimate himself countless times. This would take Darth Sion, the Lord of Pain, into his confrontation with the Jedi Exile and the events of KOTOR 2. Please don't hesitate to let me know if you'd like to see more lore videos about characters and events surrounding the KOTOR series and other Star Wars games. I have a lot of ideas, especially as Jedi Fallen Order approaches, so I'd love to do more of them. A comment or a like would definitely go a long way to helping the channel, and let me know to focus on more videos like this one. Thank you very much for the support and for watching, everyone, and as always, may the Force be with you.